Alright, this video is going to be talking about the opening segment to Raw. It was Undertaker and Brock Lesnar opening the show for, I guess, the first time in, a while. You don't see these two guys together unless it's WrestleMania time. These guys were there today. And, I don't know. Something about this feud, it's just not, just doesn't make sense to me. It's, the way I look at it is Undertaker, he lost the streak. It's gone. It's history. And a whole year's gone by, and there's been no mention from Bray Wyatt during their feud, leading up to WrestleMania 31 of that streak. Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman, on the other hand, they've always used it the weeks after WrestleMania, and literally since WrestleMania, every single promo Paul Heyman's done has involved just hitting home the fact that Brock is the one behind the 21. Like, he made it a thing, and he made it important for people to know. And you would think that he's saying it so much that it would eventually lead to a match, but when I say eventually, I don't mean a year and a half down the road. I would have thought, okay, Taker, whether there was going to be a rematch or not, it would have made sense for it to happen soon thereafter, not a year and a half after. That's the thing. I'm sure the match will be half decent, and that's another thing. Sure, they had a great brawl at Monday Night Raw, just at the start of the show, but the whole lead up to their match at WrestleMania 30 wasn't as great as people, you guys are going to make it out to be. Go back and watch, and it was really just Heyman cutting a promo, Undertaker coming down, hitting Brock with a choke slam, Brock cowering away. And that's what it was for about 3 weeks, and I think the last week was Brock hitting Taker with an F5, and Taker was down. And the whole thing was, man, if Brock hits the F5 at WrestleMania, that's the end of the streak, because Taker was down and out. So that was the story going in, was that Brock and the F5 can easily put away the Undertaker, and the story during the match that it took 3 F5s. But for me, just Undertaker being so limited as it is, Brock working the limited dates, it has nothing to do with the dates. It's about the chemistry the two have, and I think back in 2002, 2003, the chemistry was there. I remember they had that Hell in a Cell match, and the two guys were at their peaks of their career. Maybe not for Brock, but definitely the Undertaker. And now Undertaker is just a guy. He's kind of on the downward spiral, and really the final, I would say, 2 or 3 years of his whole career. And there's only so much the guy can do, but it has nothing even to do with that, because Taker's always been a guy with the mind games, the promos, and even with that, WrestleMania 30 was not a go-home run for me. And I think they're trying to rehash that, but for me, it just doesn't make sense, because, Taker had his match with Bray. Nothing with the streak came up with that. It should have come up with Bray Wyatt, but it was just Bray's on the new face of fear, on this, on that. I'm like, talk about the streak, talk about how he failed, talk about this, but it was just Bray needing something to do. Taker was the guy to do it, and but now you have Taker, like I said in my other videos. Undertaker wakes up all of a sudden and he realizes that, oh man, Brock broke my streak. Brock beat Cena. Brock never got pinned to lose a title. Brock's about to win the title again. Maybe now I should screw him. I don't know. Like I said, if you wanted to screw him, should have screwed him at SummerSlam. That would have made sense storyline-wise. And but they didn't do that. I'm not complaining, because Brock had an amazing WWE title run, but it just seems like it's a little bit late for Undertaker to finally wake up from the dead and realize that, man, this guy took my my most beloved streak, and now it's time for me to get my payback. So, just my opinion. Like I said, leading up to the match so far, it's been 2 days. It's been good. It's been very good. But once you start getting really deep into it, I'm like, pretty much the story is they haven't really said much. It's just Taker. You don't even know, was this Undertaker supposed to be a heel now because he screwed the babyface Brock Lesnar? There's a lot of things that haven't been established, but I think the whole premise of the storyline is just going to be Taker's pissed off because Brock broke the streak, and now Undertaker wants his revenge. But like I said, it's about a year too late. But you never know. Could be good. Could be great. It probably will be, because Brock can make things work. I think ever since holding that title, he's been unstoppable. So see what happens. I'll see you guys in the next video.